Here in Southern Oregon and Northern California, we've got a bit of an unusual situation. Now, this first portion of the radar cycle, fairly bland and typical, but then you see these bands of very distinct cloud cover moving into the region. That is not rain, that is not snow. Believe it or not, military aircraft flying through the region is dropping chaff. Small bits of aluminum, sometimes it's made of plastic or even metallicized paper products, but it's used as an anti-radar issue, and obviously they're up there practicing. Now, they won't confirm that, but I was in the Marine Corps for many years, and I'll tell you right now, that's what it is.
What's up, Skywatchers? What is up indeed? Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. Taking a look at the sun today, we have an Earth-facing coronal hole, and we can also see an active sunspot on the incoming limb. And a G1 geomagnetic storm is possible later this week. I'll be watching that. Back in May of 2024, we saw a series of solar storms that allegedly pushed the aurora borealis as far south as the Florida Keys. And never a straight answer. NASA is telling us the solar storms created two temporary radiation belts surrounding Earth. At that same time, May of 2024, we saw rocket launches from Alaska to Florida. We also saw HAARP and Poker Flats in full operation, and I'm sure Super Darn was fully operational as well. In May of 2024, NASA launched rockets from Alaska as part of a solar flare campaign. These rockets were launched from Poker Flat Research Range. NASA also launched rockets to create artificial aurora at the same time as the solar storms. We saw a video from Into Thin Air showing lasers clearly hitting the sun. We also know that the Parker Solar Probe and James Webb Telescope are very similar to SPX and NEXRAD, both of which are capable of emitting high-power beams. Now, I've already explained in a previous video how ionospheric heaters can affect the sun and cause coronal mass ejections and solar storms. These are capable of pumping out 2 million watts of radio power into the ionosphere. In December, can cause an Elfin wave generation, which in turn creates an extremely low frequency harmonic in Earth's atmosphere. This Elfin wave generation can also induce solar activity due to the quantum vibration between the two bodies. An artificial aurora, also called radio-induced airglow, is created by using powerful radio transmitters like HAARP, IceCat, and SuperDarn to excite electrons in Earth's atmosphere, mimicking the natural processes of the northern lights. And research has shown that these ionospheric heaters interact with Earth's radiation belts, causing energetic electrons from the Van Allen radiation belts to be injected into the ionosphere, essentially dumping radiation belt particles into our atmosphere. Facilities like Sura, located in Russia, are high-power radio wave transmitters used to experiment in the ionosphere by artificially injecting radiation belt electrons into the ionosphere, affecting Earth's magnetosphere. Before I started researching the trails in the sky above us and weather warfare, I spent 12 years researching pole shift, earth science, and solar dynamics. As I got deeper into weather warfare, I started to notice a pattern, and what I'm about to say may ruffle some feathers, but please, just sit with the information before making a snap judgment. Every time Pole Shift talks about cosmic rays, I think about how ionospheric heaters and rockets allow for more radiation to penetrate into our atmosphere at ground level. And when I hear cloud albedo, all I can think about are the hundreds of tons of sulfur and aluminum and other reflective materials being sprayed into our atmosphere every day around the world. These weather modification tools also affect the Schumann resonance and magnetometers. It'll take many videos for me to demonstrate all of this to you, and I will. Essentially, I guess I believe that climate science and all of its branches have been created to keep us confused and divided, while they, at the highest levels of control and occult science, continue with their rituals and destruction of the natural world, harnessing the power of nature and using the forces as a weapon. And it wouldn't be complete without 100 years of psychological operations. I believe the technology and the science that the military uses is 50 to 100 years more advanced than what they give us. So I'm using the information at hand and my best discernment. A huge shout out to Lind Rages and the Facebook subscribers for helping to support the channel. Much love and many thanks. Okay, Skywatchers, stay aware, be prepared, and until next time, keep looking up.